Hi, I'm Jim Ward of the Middle Country Public Library, and I'd like to welcome you to Haunted Gettysburg as part of our 31 Days of October. The Battle of Gettysburg in Pennsylvania was fought during the American Civil War from July 1st to July 3rd, 1863. Confederate General Robert E. Lee invaded the North to try to win on Northern soil and force Lincoln to the peace table. 50,000 soldiers were killed, wounded, missing, or captured. Gettysburg was a Union victory that culminated with the famous Pickett's Charge on the third day of battle, as Union soldiers repulsed the Confederate assault on Cemetery Ridge. Since the battle, many stories have been told about paranormal activity throughout the battlefield and town. We're first going to discuss the Jenny Wade house. Jenny Wade was the only civilian killed during the Battle of Gettysburg. The house on Baltimore Street where she was killed was not actually her house. She had taken her brothers and gone to her sister Georgia's house nearby. She was also there to help Georgia, who had given birth a few days prior. On the morning of July 3rd, the home became entangled between the Union and Confederate soldiers. Jenny was in the kitchen kneading dough to make bread for the Union soldiers when a bullet went through the kitchen door and struck her in the back, killing Jenny instantly. Union soldiers heard the screams from Jenny's mother and sister and came in to help move Jenny's body. They brought her down to the cellar and laid her down. One haunted story is that a visitor on a tour saw the security chain start to move. The unusual thing about the chain moving was not that it was moving back and forth, it was moving up and down, as if small hands were lifting them up and down. Many have reported the feeling of someone, likely a child, touching their ankles. The children spirits that roam the house were playful and often reach out and grab a visitor to the house. Investigative groups have heard knocking. In the cellar where Jenny was carried to after being killed, audio recordings have picked up the voice of a man, possibly Jenny's father. The man answered questions indicating he had served time at the Eastern State Penitentiary, which Jenny's father had. The word precious was also heard by the same male voice. Other audio has picked up a whimpering sound of a woman. Could this be Jenny? Next, we're going to discuss Devil's Den. Here at Devil's Den, men from New York, Pennsylvania, Indiana, and Maine tried to defend these boulders against Texans of Robertson's brigade who were attacking this area. There have been many reports by visitors to the battlefield of a soldier at Devil's Den, and the description is always the same: long hair, ragged clothes, barefoot, and big floppy hat. This man will point towards Plum Run and tell the visitor, "What you're looking for is over there." He then disappears, leaving the visitor bewildered. One visitor even told a park ranger that the man had shown up in a photo that he developed. It is believed that this could be an apparition of a Texan soldier who attacked the Union position on Devil's Den. People have also experienced that their cameras, video cameras, and phones stop working when trying to take a picture. Next, we're going to discuss the Cashtown Inn. Cashtown, just 8 miles west of Gettysburg, became a funnel through which much of the Confederate Army of Northern Virginia passed in the few days before and after the Battle of Gettysburg. The Cashtown Inn became a focal point for officers and aides the afternoon and evening before the battle, since a fight was imminent and the whereabouts of the enemy were not known. Major General A.P. Hill was there for a while and met General Robert E. Lee outside the inn as Lee made his way toward the sound of the guns at Gettysburg in the early afternoon of July 1st. It was also inside the inn where General Henry Heath asked General Hill if he had any objections to him bringing his troops into Gettysburg the next morning. Footsteps in the attic and sounds of things being moved about have also been reported. There is also a continuous reoccurrence of a Confederate soldier in the hallways and also in the doorway that leads to the bar. Everyone gives the same description to the employees. Room number 4 in the inn has seen reports of odd sights and knocking at the door. The guests will get up and open the door and see that no one is there. This would happen multiple times a night for guests. 2 photographs have spawned interest. One shows a person having their picture taken, but off to the side is someone standing at attention facing Gettysburg. It's possible it could be an apparition. In the last 20 years, a picture was taken showing someone in the top window while no one was in the building. Thank you for joining us for this spooky look at Gettysburg, and remember, if you go to visit the battlefield, keep your eyes and ears open and make sure to bring your camera. Thanks so much for joining us.